So I got a new deck to showcase for you guys today that I built off of a bit of a mix of different builds that I had seen online. I took a little bit of something off of the website, a little something from a compendium of the most popular decks, and it kind of shows you like how many each card is run in the different builds of the deck by percentage. So I played it a couple times and it seems somewhat effective, but I guess we'll find out for sure. TTFI for Scrims and Storm League. I'm not good with acronyms. Tata for instance? I don't know. Also, it doesn't hurt that we've got two different quests that's asking us to do psychic stuff. So I went ahead and built a psychic deck. It is Dragapult VMax. It's a pretty neat deck. But I'll go ahead and show that to you right now. And we'll probably make this our upload for the night for Pokemon. Let's see, there it is. Yeah, it's a little dragon. Alright. Nice thing about this deck is it doesn't require a lot of energy to attack, so usually we can get it going pretty quick, but we're still fine going first with this deck because I, can't attack on the first turn. And we start with our Dragapult V, so that's perfect. Opponent actually wanted to go first, which is kind of rare. Nowadays, most decks like to go second, but we don't mind it either. Alright. Yeah, we want the extra card. Okay, so this looks like our arch nemesis, unfortunately, which is the E-turn deck. Where our weakness is dark, so it's kind of bad luck for us, but it's all good. We can still compete with this deck if we're fast enough. We gotta be pretty darn fast. So first turn, we can bite for 30. Oh, thanks for the invite. Well, sorry, we were all full. I mean, you can definitely go in and let them know that you want to play. Let's see. Oh, or did you mean, were you talking about yesterday? Let's see. I think... Gosh, do we just throw it all away with the Dene? I don't really want to do that, but let's see if I get... Yeah, so now we get this. We get rid of their energy, that's big. And then we get to still use research to draw until we have 7. We can put our U-turn board there. Do this for Jirachi, because we won't need it now. We can Crobat. We can actually do this for another Dragapult V. Oh, not the Crobat, we already got that. So that thins our hand because Crobat lets us draw till we have 6. So the lesser cards in our hand, the better. And another Dragapult. It's kind of looking for the VMax, but that's fine. So we get to bite for 30. Not much, but it's something. And if he doesn't evolve this turn, we can actually knock it out next turn, but... Yeah, he oddly evolves this one. And now has the retreat. So with that, he should be able to grab Crobat, or he already has Crobat, and he's going to turn it to... Oh, research, okay. Oh yeah, that's all good, man. Sitting in the line at In and Out, nice. Makes me kind of hungry, to be honest. We got an In-N-Out up here in Medford. That feels like a year or two ago now, at least. It's been quite a while. But I think we were one of the first places outside of Cali that ever got an In-N-Out. But then again, we're only like 30 miles north of the border, so it's not like it's way out of California. But I remember in college, at one point, driving all the way down to Redding, California. It was like a 2-hour drive just to get In-N-Out for the first time. Everybody told me I needed to, and so yeah, that sounds like great. So once this deck is fully built up, they can hit us pretty hard. I think I might want to try to get rid of the poison shenanigans here. Definitely gonna do this. Yeah, I don't really have an option. I can't actually do that. I have to Marnie. But we can definitely get rid of their stadium. Well, we actually may not have to yet. So let's just Marnie. Because we need the Dragapult VMax. We didn't get it there, but we did get a quick ball. So we can thin our hand a little bit here. Go for Dedenne. Throwing a lot of resources away digging for this thing. Okay, so we didn't get it, but we got Pokemon communication. So we can do this to put a Pokemon back and grab any Pokemon, including an evolution. And we get the evolution. Bummer is this guy can totally one-shot us next turn. There's not really much I can do about that. We can go ahead and discard their stadium, though. That's fine. I might as well put out our U-turn board. And there's not really much point in quick balling. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the max phantom attack. That does 130 to the active, and then I get to choose where to put up to 5. So 4 to knock him out, and then I guess we'll put 10. Doesn't really matter where we put the other 10. Sure, we'll put it there. So that knocks out that Krogunk. Get a prize that does 130, so 150 total here now. But yeah, that dark energy, so I'm sure they'll get. And then we just get absolutely wrecked because we're weak to dark. And I don't have another Dragapult ready to go. They do Marnie us, which is nice because our hand is pretty bad. Actually, didn't mind the Giratina, but that's okay. 400 meters. Ouch. Well, we're definitely gonna Marnie them. I can tell you that much right now. So we'll do this. Use Viridian Forest and get rid of Scoop Up Net. Wow, we have 1 Psychic Energy left in the deck. Holy crap, man. This thing needs more energy. Hey, look at that. We got rid of one of their energies. Oh, we got a Horror Energy still, though. Energy and boss's order, and this thing is over. Wow, the stadium war continues. He's winning. Show me the bosses. Yeah, he's got another Crobat. Probably. I mean, one could still be prized. Yeah, so we'll grab the Slowbro. So we can do max damage. Oh, it's a research. Okay, so no boss's orders. The game continues. Still though, we can only do 130 to bring it to 300, so we can't even knock that out. Let's see. Put Jirachi back. Could do Giratina. Discard the hiding energy. And then we'll attack. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Now, if somehow he didn't get an energy out of all of that hand, and we like top deck the boss's orders, we could boss's orders this up, do 130 to knock out it, and then put 5 damage counters on here to knock that out, and we could actually win the game. So, like, that's the cool thing about this deck. It can be a little tricky, but like this is just our ultimate. There's just absolutely no way we ever win that matchup. You're not weak to dark. You're scaling. We did damage though, so we finished our challenge. That's nice. A little closer on Psychic. And I get a new daily challenge. I have another grass one, so I'm tempted to take that, but I actually have a good electric deck that I like playing, so I'll take that daily challenge. Learn from HOTS. Anytime you're losing, just say you're scaling. I'm just playing for 20. I'm just playing for 20. I can't think of how that applies to Pokemon, but I'm just playing until 20. Playing for that. Alright. They're going to let us go first this time? We knocked out a Pokemon. I think that was the other quest, was to knock out 16, so I didn't see if that came up with the results. I'm not actually sure. It is legit what we say, 100%. Alright, so Cramorant is a classic tell that this is a fire deck. Because it's usually only those that run the Cramorant. But, actually maybe not. This is, Zacian is classically part of ADP. Top deck always has the answers. I mean, sometimes. Yeah, could be. Alright, so we've got Crobat coming out. No big shocker there. Oh, my cute kitty's so cute. She's asleep and she's kind of hanging out the blanket. My right arm is totally immobile at the moment. So Jirachi's a pretty cool starter. Stellar Wish, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is active, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a trainer, and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your other cards back into your deck, and this Pokemon is now asleep. Which is fine, because we've got cards like Switch to get it out to the bench, so it's not asleep anymore. So it's not just chilling back there. Top deck the Dragapult, don't mind that. And we'll see what we get from Stellar Wish. Hacks? No, it's not a hack. We don't have a draw supporter, so I don't... I mean, the research is pretty nice. U-turn board on Dragapult. I have no idea what this is. Porygon, Z for special energy, Zacian. I don't know what they're doing. Let's go ahead and quick ball. Nope, Giratina's prized. Of course it is. Don't really want to hit the Oranguru. I mean, I don't really want to hit the Cramorant. But yeah, let's put Oranguru out. We'll draw until we have 6. Let's see what we get. Another Dragapult. Gonna put this back because we don't want to discard it. We'll grab Fion. And now we'll research. Hey, there you go. The problem is, I can't really seem to get switch at the moment. Which is kind of a bummer. Switch or scoop up net would be helpful, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and end there. What regular 10-year-old has a legendary Pokemon? It's true. And is Fion legendary? Actually, I'm not sure. I mean, but look, Zacian, that's the newest legendary Pokemon. Cramorant VMax. Okay, Max Jet. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Stacked as 80 damage times the number of heads. So, normally you'd think, well, okay, that's not that great because it's super flippy, right? But there are a couple cards in the format right now that let you do some special stuff with flip cards. Also, right now, he's only got to do 1 heads out of 3 to kill Jirachi. Though, he could actually... Okay, no, he's got a Marnie. But if he were to boss his orders, he can bring up Dragapult and try and hit 3 heads to knock to one-shot drag. That would be terrible for me. By the way, this is triple acceleration energy. It allows him to use the 3 energies on an evolution Pokemon, which VMax is. But then this gets discarded at the end of the turn, so it's kind of a one-hit wonder kind of thing. Wow, we didn't get anything off of that Marnie. Let's see what we get here, I suppose. Wow, we get the Marnie. Huge. Absolutely crazy big. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to scoop up net Oranguru. So he goes back into our hand, we put him down, and then we can use his effect the second time this turn. We'll put Marnie back because we want to make sure that we get that. We can actually go ahead and do this because we're going to Dedenne to discard anyway. So then it's a matter of, like, is there any more thinning we want to do? I've already got 2 Dragapults out, so we don't need another one. So we'll take this one out. We'll Dedenne. And we got our VMAX and our energy. That's super nice. Now the question becomes, do we want to hit Cramorant or do we want to hit something else? We want to hit something else. Because we want to force him to have to both switch or retreat and build up Cramorant to attack us again, which I don't think he can do very effectively. So we'll do this. 30. We get to choose to put 5 damage counters on the rest of his Pokemon in any way we like, so we'll put all 5 there. So now we only need 1 more damage counter for him, and we can start hitting something else. Yeah, so this is the card. Once during each player's turn, after that player flips any coins for an attack, they may ignore the result of those coin flips and begin flipping those coins again. He's going to try to stall us by bringing out a Oranguru. Decent strat. We'll do this to put Box's orders back and give Viridian Forest. So actually that's pretty good for us. We can knock that out. They don't have any tools, so we'll just Marnie. What is so busted? Let's go ahead and Dedenne, discard, and then draw 6. And there's our switch. We actually get 2 switches. And we get another Dragapult VMax as well. Nice. The line is long. Yeah. So I think now we'll start. I'll start hitting that guy. So we get 2 prizes for Zacian and 1 for Portal. Oh, reflipping coins, yes. Yeah, we did knock that stadium out, but yes, that's the basis of Cramorant VMax. There's also a very interesting supporter card that you play. Can't remember the name of it, but whenever the next time you play the supporter down, and the next time you have to do something that's a flip, you can guarantee the first flip is heads. So like in a series of 3 flips, you guarantee the first one. And then you would do the other 2, and whatever happens, happens. So you get at least 80. And then odds would dictate that one of those last 2 would be heads, so you pretty reliably get 160 out of that, which is not bad. So tails, tails, tails. And yeah, you live by the flip, and you die by the flip. I don't need you to keep slowly whittling away my Pokemon now that I can't do anything. Knocking out his stadium was pretty big there. We actually get 2 credit for 2 for that, for knocking out Zacian and Porygon, so we're a little closer. Yeah, we'll keep playing this because this is a fun little deck. I think that last game was pretty good for upload though, but I might upload for multiples. I think that like that first game is also a good model of the weakness of the deck. So, you know, when I'm uploading a video about Dragapult VMax, you know, I think it's good to show, you know, 2 or 3 games. One where, you know, obviously that last one we played pretty well and against somebody who was trying out something interesting but not very meta, and we were able to win because this deck is kind of like, you know, B tier. Meanwhile, the first game, we played an A-tier deck that directly counters us, and we see the result of that, obviously. Alright, so we're going to go to Dene. So we can U-turn board, Dene. And I think we're good there. We don't really need too much else than what we got. We can't attack on the first turn, which is fine. And what we're looking for next turn is Energy Attachment and then Dragapult VMax. Salamence V on the other side, very, very heavy Pokemon. He does a good spread damage, kind of like what we do. He's a big boy, though. So they go for Dedenne as well. Notice Giant Hearts, so they're definitely running fire. And I think this is probably my last game. I'll probably be ending the stream after this one as well, because it's been a long week. 40-hour work week. I've streamed every night this week after getting off work. Also, played in an NGS match Tuesday and did a scrim tonight. Or like next week, I'll only be playing one night with the team. I've got a scrim Tuesday night, but then Yoda will be playing support for us Monday and Wednesday, and Monday practice and in our match on Wednesday. We're splitting the healing duties 50-50. Sad day? It's alright. It's Friday though, so that, you know, it's the end of the work week, so I get to sleep in tomorrow and wake up and we'll do a nice long Stardew stream. 6 o'clock, I'd like to do the online Pokemon League that the Portland organizers run, because I haven't stopped in that for a few weeks, so I'll probably do that. And then Saturday night's D&D, so I won't be online tomorrow night, but I'll be online tomorrow during the day. And then Sunday, it's going to be an all-day streaming day. I'll stream in the morning, probably another session of Stardew Valley. And then at 6 o'clock, I think it's at 6 o'clock, I have my match that I'm casting. Now I got to look back at it again. Wow, we got to 3 energy. Well, so we got to 3 because he had the welder, so we got 3 energies on the first turn. So yeah, that is 30 swept damage, and then because of this, it does 30 more to each V or VMax or GX. So yeah, we'll play that. We don't need to switch, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. Let's do this, and we'll get rid of his stadium. Or we'll have the option to, if we don't draw something to better deal with it. There's our Dragapult VMax. Pretty happy. We can do Fion. Again, nice thing about playing these down to the bench is we don't have to use them immediately. They're cool little effect Pokemon that we can use whenever we want. So we actually get Viridian Forest, so we don't have to knock out his stadium with the marsh. And I think we just go straight into Max Phantom. And then we'll put the 5 there. Bad news is that we don't have any draw stuff in our hand, so we're kind of dead hand right now. But yeah, anyway, the cast Sunday night, and then I don't know, Sunday night I might just take to myself. Who knows? But trying to get streaming started. It's been nice having a few people hanging around. You, Abidium, Karn, seen Noir popping in occasionally, Alpharak. And to a lesser extent, other people have been stopping by as well, but it's nice to have a few regulars around, so I'm not just talking into the ether. Let's see, so player, tools, my casts, there we go. So yeah, I've got 6 o'clock tomorrow night, Emanon versus currently chasing Samuro in B Northeast. No, the Southeast. And then my next cast after that is on Friday. Which, I actually have Friday off, so I can start a little earlier. We've got a 7:30 cast. And when do we play? I don't know. Let's see. We can look it up. Did they just put 2 energies on Eldegoss? That's weird. I guess technically, Eldegoss is their best attacker other than Salamence, and Salamence is all built up. I think they're probably going to look for the VMAX, but they probably didn't get it if all they had was Welder. It's kind of a bummer. Let's see, divisions, C West, schedule for week 2. Let's see. And there's their 160. It looks like you guys play against Team Rainbow Strike Go. There's the horror energy. Do the hammer and see if we can slow that down at all. That's a no. I guess we just keep up with the same general strat here, which is try to keep hitting them. That's a knockout as well, so that's pretty solid. We'll put the 5 here. It's 2 prizes. And he's actually probably just going to bring this up, float up, and shuffle it back in. So, maybe that 50 wasn't the best place to put that, but that's fine. At this point, he's struggling. He hits us for 50, and we still have 80 HP left. We're going to continue pouring 180 damage out onto his field, turn after turn here. Yeah, we are playing against Bloodbath and Beyond. No, wait, that was last week. Yeah, no. So next week, week 3, you guys are playing Roll 1 Esports, and we are playing 210 Bletchman Street. Bletchman Street. I was looking at round 2. I would have figured that out as soon as I read hours. I just didn't read it fast enough. Alright, so... you know what we could do is we can go ahead and scoop up net and bring this back up because we don't want to kill our stadium necessarily. I mean, I guess we could, but no point. Well, you know what? Actually, there is a point because they can use Viridian Forest. So yeah, let's get rid of it. And then we'll Dedenne. Oh, we got that. Very nice. Yeah, we're flex matched, so at some point we'll play. Don't know when. Yeah. Whenever Kai says so. Alright, so we're gonna do this. And then a little of that. And then this is gonna be kind of a dirty combo. Because now next turn we can use Fion, force Crobat back to the bench, and then he has to advance one of these, right? Unless he benches something else, obviously. But if he doesn't, then we do that, and then we can max Phantom to knock out whichever one he puts up here, and then put 50 back here to knock out Crobat to knock it out. And we take the last 4 of our prizes. So Salamence is the answer to that. But still, I'd rather hit Salamence this turn and knock this out for 50 than doing 130 here and wasting all that extra damage when we could be 2-shotting Salamence. But if we had boss's orders, we could just bring one of these up and do that same 4-prize combo. Even so, he's got 6 prize cards left, which means he's got to go through the rest of this Dragapult and all of this one still, who's fully ready to go. By the way, can I just say I love the artwork on this card. It's very neat looking. Oh yeah. 23 cards left, so we're good. You do lose the game if at the beginning of your turn you're not able to draw a card out of your deck. That's the third way to lose. Or I guess third way to win is if that happens to your opponent, obviously. So we'll see. I mean, I assume he's going to bring up either the Celebi or the Salamence. One would assume. Yeah. So we can go ahead and Crushing Hammer, see if we can get rid of his energy. And we do. And there's not really much else we have to do. We're just kind of good here. We'll just hit him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knock that out. Let's see. How are we doing on boss's orders? Okay. They decided they had had enough, which is all good. Alright. Well, that's Dragapult. I'll continue playing that occasionally. But that's the new one we've built. And I'm liking it. It's pretty, it's not, I don't feel like it's top tier, but it's definitely, I think, the best Psychic deck out there right now.